Hello, welcome back to another My Porch Prints video tutorial. My name's Kaelyn, and today we're going to be putting together the Christmas Snippet kit. So here I have a couple of strips. The kit comes with 6 different strips. I've selected these 3, and it also comes with some of these little collage sheets. And here you can see I've gone in with a border punch, and I've created this scalloped edge. These papers don't originally come this way, they come with a straight edge, but I went in and scalloped around all of the edges, and I'll show you how I do that on this one here. So to start, I'm just going to pick one edge and punch, and then to get everything lined up the best that we can so that it's a continuous pattern, I'm going to come up close here. Hopefully I can show you this on the camera. And I'm going to line up my holes so that I can see them through there. You see that? So if you get off, your pattern will be slightly off. You want to make sure that your holes are all lined up and you can see them through the punch. And that will help us to keep a continuous pattern. So I'm going to go all the way around here. Okay. And you can see the punch doesn't always line up perfectly around each edge. And so I'll just go in with some scissors and I'll kind of see if I can hide that a little bit just by cutting a little around each corner. And it won't be perfect, but that's all right. Okay, so now all of my edges have been punched and we can begin assembling. So to start, I'm going to set my little collage sheets to the side and we're going to focus on these 3 long strips. I'm going to put this one in the middle. Okay, so what we're going to do is just overlap these slightly and glue them down. And then we're going to take our little collage sheets and we're going to kind of space them out. I'm going to see how I want these ordered. Okay. So once you have your design set up how you like it, you can go ahead and glue those squares down. I'm really wanting to cover up these little overlapping edges. So I think what I'm going to do is shift things ever so slightly so that I can make sure those are covered. And I'll have a little bit extra on my end over here, if you can see this. And I'll just cut that off so that it's not too long. Okay. So you can see here that I've got one tail that's shorter than the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that. And go back in with our border punch. Okay, and that's the base for our snippet. So now we get to do the fun part, which is decorate. And here all along the side, you can see that I have our little snippet pieces, fussy cut style, and we used our Cricut to cut these out. You can hand cut them, but I definitely recommend using a Cricut if you have it. It makes it a lot quicker and easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up my layout for this and select which pieces I want to use. And when I come back, we'll put everything together. So I've gone ahead and mapped out how I want my snippet to look and just laid everything loosely on top of those collage sheets. And so now what I'm going to do is start gluing everything down. And I'm going to be using a combination of this Fabri-Tac glue and then also some of this puff tape to add some dimension and some layering. So go ahead and follow along with me as I decorate. You can see here I'm using some journal words, Christmassy journal words. These don't come with the Christmas snippet kit. These are the red Christmas words, and they're also available in our Etsy shop. Now when I'm selecting my groupings for each of my collage sheets, I personally have a more symmetrical style. I want things kind of in each corner and on each edge, and I'm working on trying to allow a little bit of creativity in my junk journaling and things being a little bit more spontaneously placed. But it can help if you're finding that yours feel a little bit overwhelmed to pick one sort of center image. You can see I've done that on some of these sheets, and then kind of imagining that you're surrounding that image with other smaller bits and pieces. And you can see I've also layered some of the items where I'll put a little piece of greenery behind a tag and put them together. And you can either use glue and puff tape to create a little bit of dimension there, or you could use puff tape on the back of one and on another to give a really 3D effect. I know some of you have wondered what you would use snippets for, and a couple of great options for snippets would be tuck spots, hidden paper clips, or clusters. You can use them in many different ways, but if you're stuck on what to do with them, those might be some good starts for you. I love using mine when I make belly bands. Inside of a journal, I'll have a paper strip, kind of like one of these, and you can cut off these little sections and stick them kind of cattywampus along the edge of the strip, and it will create a really pretty looking belly band. This fireplace is a little bit small and I want it to stand out a little more. So instead of putting just one layer of puff tape, I'm going to actually layer it up twice. And that will just create even more of a 3D effect and will hopefully make it stand out a little bit more. So not super pretty on the back, but hopefully it will give that pop-up effect I want. I know some of you are able to do these just in the moment, come up with what you're gonna put together on your snippet, but I am one of those, I have to lay everything out in advance like you saw me do earlier. So let me know in the comments if you're somebody that's able to just do it on the fly or if you need some prep in advance. And if you do like to have everything planned out before you start, one good tip is to take a picture once you have it the way that you want it. I have been in the middle of assembling a snippet before and I dropped something, I think it was a glue bottle, and my stuff went everywhere and I had to redo everything from the beginning and that was not fun. So if you are like me, that might be a good way to ensure that that doesn't happen to you. I just loved this little bird. He almost looks like he's angry in his little winter hat. And that's very much how I feel when the cold weather comes, so I am with you, little angry cold bird. And that is it for our Christmas snippet. Thank you so much for following along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good ideas for making your own Christmas snippet roll. Can't wait to see what you all create, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.